Good morning, Freestyle Family Armchair Adventures. Heading east on Interstate 10. We're just west of Tallahassee. And you know what? It rolled in pretty thick this morning, so we're taking it easy. We're only cooking along about 65 mile an hour. Of course, with the Freestyle Flyer in tow, we don't want to go too fast. It gets kind of squirrely. But good morning to everybody. Hey, Big Rob, Deaf Mary. Listen, we made it to Silver Springs Campground, and it is beautiful. It's beautiful. Cannot complain. Has nice vegetation in between the two campsites, or the multiple campsites, so you're not on top of one another. As usual, all the state parks, spotless clean. Tomorrow we're going to hit it up. We're going to go up to the spring and look at the glass bottom boat, see what that's all about. And from the big takeaway, now you'll notice we're never going to tell you if you should or you shouldn't come to a campground, but what we'll tell you is like what doesn't work for us, you make the choice for yourself. But you can't swim anywhere at the spring whatsoever. You're not allowed out of the boat. They rent kayaks, but you got to stay in the kayak and you got to stay on the kayak path. So other than that, so far so good. We love it here. It's beautiful, and thanks for joining us. Here's Mama. Beautiful day out. Any good hobby, the requirement of a stupid looking hat is needed for you to be effective at that hobby. That's this hat here. Good morning, good morning. Big Rob, Deaf Mary heading up to beautiful Fort McCoy, and then going to take it over to Hog Valley. I'll tell you what, everybody that lives in the Central Florida area knows Hog Valley, and it's adjacent to the Ocala Forest. And great time up there. We used to have a cabin up there years ago, and we ended up selling it and moving on to different adventures. But we're going to go up and see if we got some friends up here. We haven't seen them for a while. Let's see what happens. And right now we're about a few miles short of Fort McCoy, and let's see what kind of crowd we can get into today. Well, it's important to really accentuate the scope and size and the mass of the city. I want everyone to understand this is downtown Fort McCoy. There's the Circle K, the AKA Community Center for Fort McCoy. You've got the Dollar General for all of your grocery needs. And of course, everyone needs their own personal tire shop. You know what? Small place, small town. And you know, the folks around here, they're good people, they're friendly. Looks like they put out some new fence around it. Looks like they kept it pretty nice. It's held up pretty good. They kept it together nice. Go Big Rob, Deaf Mary. We're up in Hog Valley. We got Hog Valley home folk. Woo, woo, woo!
Station 51, KMG 365.
Finally at Silver Springs.
monkeys? Well, evidently they found the banana tree, because that's been scavenged. You can see all the bananas have been taken off of this banana tree here in the forest.
Yeah, but now, you know, but they're 6 months out of the year. We could, you know, they haven't been down here since we got here. Gonna take you guys.
So you want to get your yak attack on, no worries. They've got them here for rent here at Silver Springs. Here at Silver Springs State Park, they have a cracker village. And what it is they have a lot of the old homestead type buildings. We've got the old schoolhouse over here. We've got an old log cabin. Some of the earliest residents of the Florida area and what they used to reside in. Now, me being an old home builder, I can tell you I'm always intrigued about building methods that's used to the centuries and how it done. You can see this old resaw siding they did on the side of this old building here. It looks like an old church. This is awesome. They have an original boat from back in the 1920s that they used on the river at the attraction. So 1920s, that far surpasses the time from the Disney scenario and Busch Gardens and what have you. So really, this is one of the main themes here in the Central Florida area. Okay, we're wrapping it up here at Silver Springs. Our next stop's going to be in St. Augustine, and we're on the road right now. We're on a pretty much of a tour going from stop to stop. And I can tell you that every one of you that are Florida crackers who grew up in the area and grew up at that Walt Disney era and everything's got to be flash, boom, bam, we're missing out on the opportunity for natural Florida and all the beautiful scenery that it has to give. I can tell you it's given me an opportunity to reinvent myself and be proud to be a Florida resident. Get out and look at these old things, these Silver Springs, these Florida caverns, because you know at one time it was a phenomenal place to go and adventure years ago, and it got outpaced by flash and glam, and we're missing the mark on a lot of things. But you know, we had a good time here in Ocala. It was clean. It was worth the trip, and in the area there's plenty of things to do outbound of just the Silver Springs, but we went and seen some old friends in the area up at Hog Valley. We had good times with that. And next episode, we're going to see you in St. Augustine, and we look forward to you being there with us, my Armchair Adventurers, my Freestyle family, and God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. Well, this week's Street Philosophy is coming to you from Cracker Village here in Silver Springs, and you know, I had a really good reacquaintance with an old friend this week, and it really put me in perspective as far as what really is important. And a lot of us equate the relationships that we have with individuals as far as what did I do for them, what did they do for me, what did I get from them, what did they get from me. And you know what, some of the greatest friendships you ever had, you know what, I never did much for that individual. He's really never done much for me, but when I left and I sat and we talked and we had a good time, I left with a full heart. And if you can do that, my friend, that's when you know you have a true person that you need to have in your life for the remainder of it. God bless y'all.